But I want to talk about a few things before we get started because it's going to be a very, very interesting conversation going on today. Brothers going to speak from their heart. We want brothers to be real. We need brothers to, what's said here stays here because it's amongst men. It's a safe place for men to vent and to share what's on their heart. We deal with a lot of stuff in life that we keep to ourselves. We're trying to break that so men can start talking and having dialogue about some of the issues that we face with in life. Another thing is that I want you guys to really get to understand what the huddle means. There is no huddle without you. There is no huddle without me. There's no huddle without him, each and every one of you guys. And we need each and every one of you guys to be more serious and be more real with the men's huddle. Be real to yourself first. Be real to God and be real to the huddle because we need our community, our sons, our stepkids, our daughters, everybody needs us. Even the men that's out there in the streets that don't know about this need us to straighten it out and make some sense out of it so they can start feeling like men again. And it's kind of difficult the way our world is going now because our men is in a situation that we don't even know what to do, and that's not good. We don't know which way to go right now with all the stuff that's going on with the AI taking jobs away from our children. We out here trying to figure out how to make money and survive without, going to the streets and hustling and getting caught up. And it's kind of complicated. So this men's huddle was ordained by God for us to come together as men, bring men. We asked every man to find a man, become an ambassador, and try to go out and be a fisherman of men and bring men to the huddle. And I feel like me, myself, I think I did a great job. And I did my part what God asked me to do to go out and find men to create the men's huddle. Because why is you huddling? What's the huddle for? A huddle is when you come together and make a plan and create a strategy to make it somewhere. And if you're not trying to make it somewhere, then the huddle is not part of what you want to do. This is not part of the team that you want to be of. So what I'm saying is that we need men to be dedicated. We need other men to walk in the door and know who you are and look at you and say, I see a man, I see a gentleman. I see a man that has transitioned to be somebody in this world today that I can follow behind. I will never get to the point where I hate you or disrespect you in any kind of way. If I do, it was not intentional. It was some other things happening and you thought it was that, and I'm willing to sit down with you and let's straighten out the chaos. That's what we're doing here today. That's what we're going to do from the day after this, and we're going to continue to grow. And I believe that it's going to grow because, believe it or not, October, is it the 16th? Well, this our anniversary? Oh, wow. This is our anniversary. This is our anniversary of the 3 years, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. We've been standing. Regardless how it looks, each week after each week, it's still standing. And it's standing for a reason. It's standing for a reason. But in order for something to stand, it takes something to hold it up. Because you can hold your arms up for so long, but don't nobody come up under my arms right now and give me some support, they're going to start sinking. Yeah. I don't care how strong you are, they're going to start sinking. I don't want my arm to sink. That's why we do the huddle, we don't hold hands. We hold each other. Because this way we can hold up each other. Because everybody's arm can sit like this here for a long time. We might get tired of doing it, but our arm can still stay up. We want to keep the arms up with the men's huddle. And we're going to figure out some ways, man, to make this thing dominant in this community, that we can pass this on to the next community and save the next community. Because believe it or not, you guys, God is calling you to change your community and other communities. First, we're going to start with your family. No, first we're going to start with you. Then we're going to start with your family. Then notice I said start with everything. Because it's a start. It's not, it's a start. Start with you. Start with your family. Start with your community. Start with communities. And then start with your whole state. Making a difference and showing them and being an example of what it looks like when men come together and make a difference. The women are looking at us right now and seeing what move that we make next. They're looking and saying, if they're going to be the ones that make a difference in our community, are these the ones that we've been looking for? I believe in it. That's why I never let it go. I never let it go. Stan and Jeff and Richard and Adrian was here when things was shaking. And it could have fell apart. But look at it. We're still here. We're in another location. God bless us with another location. And it's better than me. It's better. I'm comfortable here. But I get scared when a man get comfortable. Because a man should never get comfortable at no time. Mm-hmm. Because he get complacent. He come up with excuses. Like I said before, my lady cannot have no anniversary parties, no throwing no flowers, cooking no big meals, or none of this stuff on the day that I got to be here with the men. Got to do it the day before, day after, or you got all next week to do it. That's how serious it is. Until you make it that serious with you and stop letting excuses be your guide, I don't know what to say, brother. Where you going to be? How you going to be drowned? So I ain't going to hold you up, brothers. And this huddle is your huddle too. And we're looking for ideas. We want these brothers to come in here, throw your ideas on the table. What can make this better? What can we do to make this here transition into something that we can call life? Because we have to build something and start with men coming together. And from your heart, being dedicated. Because I could have came up, I missed one day of the huddle in 3 years. And it's because the king of Lagos come in town every year, and I transport him, and I had to take him to New York on one of my days, and it hurted me to my heart, brother. But they depended on me. And as a man, I must stand up to my obligations. Sure. They came all the way from Africa. I'd been feeling some type of way if I didn't fulfill my obligation when they trust me, and I'm the one that they look to travel with, because they didn't trust and didn't know anybody. And that's the only reason I wasn't at the huddle. Other than that, out of 3 years, faithfully, every other Wednesday I've been here with my men. And I don't feel bad about it, because I'm used to it now. Until you get used to it, it's going to be a struggle for you to hang around other men. But I've been in the penitentiary where I was forced for 18 years to lay around with men all day. And the men wasn't even part of me. They were just part of the system. And when I look at my community, I see men as part of a system. I don't want to be part of that system. I don't want you to be part of that system. I need you to be men, gentlemen, transitioning, showing other men how to transition. Because that's what we should be doing. The world is falling right now. Where's our men? What are we going to do? Where we at? Our people can't look to our men, because our men are out here hiding up under the stump right now. They're up under the cars and hiding in dark places. They're in a state in their life where they don't care about nothing no more. I don't want to be in that state. I don't want to be in that state, and I hate to see another man in that state. And I look over there and see a man ducking behind something. I remember when I was fighting in the streets, and I got in a fight with this guy, and his brother, they double teamed me. One of them went in the club, he got a pool stick, and he would hit me across the back. And my partner that I was with, that I called my friend, I didn't see him. He said he going to run to get his cousin over in the project, because the project was right across the street. His cousin lived down in the project. And I fought these guys. I broke my hand and everything fighting that day. And I remember it was over, and I was getting in the van, and my boy come from behind the building over there, said he had went to his cousin's house, and then a girl came and told me that he was hiding behind the building, peeping around the corner. Mm. So you know how I felt. And I still feel that way today when I see a man duck and hide when he's supposed to be with me. We at war, bro. And I need all my brothers, man. I need them all. And I need y'all to get more brothers, man. Because it's not a lot of us until we make it a lot of us. And the only way we're going to do this, you got to become an ambassador of the men's huddle and go out there and be a fisherman of men, what God told you to do. You can go to church, you can do a whole lot of stuff, but God said, go be fishermen of men. He didn't say go get the children or nothing. He said, I'm going to deal with the children. I need you to be a fisherman of men. Because when you become fishermen of men, guess what? You just took up every child. You done brought up every child that exists, every child that's coming, every child that needs their help or their guidance. Every child will be there because you have just transitioned yourself. Brother Kevin. How you doing, man? That's my brother from Detroit right there. There's two of my brothers right there that stuck with me, you know. I'm glad they came too.
What up, Doc?
What up? Brothers right here. We did a lot of time in the penitentiary together. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm glad they came. Similar groups of this right here, when we call the men's huddle, it was time that we got together. A lot of times, this is what we did. We sit down and we build. And we talk about strategies. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it when we get home? What we was going to do when we do it? And we came up with strategies. And we talked. And we was amongst all of these prisoners, but we had our own clique. And we was all building like we in here in this sacred place, doing what we do. Just like Moses had to go to Mount Sinai, he had to lead the people. You got to lead the people sometimes. Sometimes you got to lead the people. And we sit down and we build. That was my Sally. He was actually in my room and he was worrying me to death, and I was worrying him to death, but it was all about some good stuff. We wasn't crying about just going home. We were crying about how we're going to better ourselves. And I'm proud to look at my brothers right now. Both of my brothers, he was across the hall from us. Right here, he was right there. And all of them right now doing something productive and positive right now. Them brothers building mansions out here, man. That's what I look up to. That's what drives me to do what I do now, this huddle. Them brothers right there is the ones that push me to do what I do. Them two brothers right there. I was a young chump in the penitentiary, built myself up and come to understand and listen to brothers build. And these brothers had, I couldn't believe the knowledge that these brothers possessed, being in the same situation I was in. But it works. So, I don't want to hold y'all up right here. You know, I'm going to let Rich open us up. Because today's topic is going to be good today. We're going to get down and we're going to have, they used to call me the love doctor in the family. They called me the love doctor. Because that was one of my topics, man, that I love to talk on, and I had some great gifts and knowledge on. They were pretty sharp too, but you know, you brothers, y'all learn from you brothers today. But brother, this is what it's all about, coming together, brother, and sharing your knowledge and your jewelry, and iron sharpening iron, men sharpening men. You ever seen a knife and a file? I'm going to give y'all a little jewel real quick. A knife is pretty and shiny, right? And a file is rough and rugged. So what this symbolize is that in order for you to sharpen anything or anybody, they need you, which is the rough life. I can hear his story. And the things he's been through is the rough thing that he rubbed against me and made me sharp. Did y'all get that?
Amen. Yeah.
So your roughness, what you're going through and been through, is going to sharpen the next man and yourself. Because in return, when you sharpen others, man, it sharpens you. Because that knife can't work without that fire to become sharp.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So, brothers, today's going to be a good opening. I'm going to let Richard open us up, talk about what the topic is. We got a moderator, and we're going to sit down, we're going to dialogue and have some men talk. Normally we have guest speakers. Today we don't have one. You are the guest speakers. So we're ready to hear from you guys today, all right?